I tore this pastor to shreds because he goes, I shame you guys, because you're not tithing into my church. And Paul shamed the church in Corinth. And I was like, man, I'm about to ruin this dude. And so I'm like, you don't shame people to tithe and give you money. So I read 1 Corinthians 3 times over. And that chapter is about Paul. He does say, I shame you. He goes, I shame you because I find no men of discernment among you. Right. And so he's saying there's no one smart, like wise enough to solve disputes between brothers in the body. And I'm like, oh, this has nothing to do with tithe. This guy completely took it out of context. So we make the video. It does well. And I read that chapter 3 or 4 times that night. I go to bed and I wake up, and I'm going to get personal. God's like, you are just a hypocrite, Nathan. He's like, you're in a legal dispute right now. And here you are pointing the finger at this guy because he misused this scripture, but you don't even live up to this scripture. I have a serious situation. And so I text this individual and I'm like, hey, I'm coming to meet you. Like, don't drive away, even though we have this protective order between us. Go up, knock on the window. I'm like, let's go for a walk. And we can't be within 300 feet of each other.
I love that.
And I'm like, I want to solve this right here. And this person's not a believer. And I'm like, here's why. And I tell him the story. And we literally hash it out right there. Call my lawyer. I'm like, hey, drop the protective order, waive, like we're doing X, Y, and Z. I want this off my plate. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, that's the power of God in scripture. Here I am pointing the finger at one guy. And even though rightly in my head and in courts' heads and in lawyers' heads, like we had built all this out. And so God's like, Nathan, I need to clean you up before you point out the splinter in your brother's eye.